Thelma Madine's jaw-dropping wedding dresses have become famous the world over.
Just put up with it a minute. Oh, I don't feel like myself.
And although she now runs a thriving international business, it all started on a small market stall in Liverpool.
About 18 years ago, after a long marriage, I got divorced and I was basically left with nothing. So my mum always said to me, if you can sew, you'll always make money. And I started making christening dresses. And then one day a girl walked past and she'd come to me and told me her daughter was getting married. And she asked me to make a wedding dress. And I said, I've never made a wedding dress before, to myself, not to her. And I thought, OK, I'll have a go. So she walked out the market and as she just shouted back, oh, by the way, she wants a 117-foot train on that dress. So I said, do you know how far that is? I said, it's from that end of the market to that end. And she went, I know, but our cousin had one last week that was 105 foot and his has got to be bigger. I said, OK, and that was the start of it. But I remember the first wedding we went to, the first traveller wedding we went to, and we seen some of the outfits. And I think someone had to shut me jaw. And I was like, oh my God.
There's Dior, there's Gucci, there's different designs, like there's feathers, there's the whole lot, like, you know what I mean? The whole shebang.
I've white diamonds, I've green diamonds, and I've stringy stuff down the bottom, and I've a bra top.
One of the first weddings we did was a young girl called Bridget, who was actually 15 when she came to see us. So she couldn't actually get married. She had to wait till her 16th birthday. She wanted a dress bigger than anyone had ever had before. She wanted stars all over the dress. She wanted it to glitter. She wanted a big crown. And she just wanted it to be perfect.
For Bridget, every detail matters. But nothing is more important than the dress.
Try to stay sideways, Bridget. Yeah.
No,
it's all right. We've got enough. You're all right. See you at time. Okay, you're all right. We're going to stop again if you've got to it.
The competition is absolutely, it's astronomical what they do. They'll come in and go, I want a wedding dress, but I want it bigger than that one. And then it come up a little bit, I want it, and it's bigger than that one.
Nice and steady, Bridgie.
You will do.
Yeah, you'll get in, Bridgie.
You're in, look.
You're in.
Let's get you in.
If I had a small dress, it wouldn't be special for me. It wouldn't be different. It just would be plain to me. But having a big head and sticky out in every way I want it is special to me. At least then I can say, like, I had a good day and I had just everything that I wanted. I felt like a Cinderella for a day.
The escalating trend for large wedding gowns has resulted in some dresses weighing more than the bride.
It's gonna pull off me.
Just how heavy can they be?
Well, some of the dresses we've done in the past have been 27 stone.
Push at the sides. Watch, you ready?
They rip the girls' hips, just amazing. The blisters and actual scars on the hips, which are lifelong scars, which I must say some of them we're very proud of because obviously the bigger the scar, the bigger the dress.
Traveller girls are rarely expected to provide for themselves. Patrick now has responsibility for keeping Bridget, taking over the role from her father.
It's a sad day for me, but a proud day for me. I'm losing a daughter, but getting a son.
We've done thousands of dresses, But there's a general theme that runs through. No matter what, they've still got to be bigger, more ornate and better than the one before. Sometimes we do get unusual requests. Probably one of the most talked about dresses is the pineapple and the palm tree. Ones we did. Dolores was the palm tree. She was actually the bride. And they wanted people to look and remember. And they obviously got that because people will go to, to parties now dressed as pineapple and a palm tree.
To ensure she stands out, Dolores Quilligan has commissioned a Spanish-themed dress.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah, very comfortable.
I didn't think it would be.
Are you pleased with how it looks?
Yeah.
Has anyone in Rathkill had a pineapple and a palm tree?
No, we're the first. So we wouldn't be the last ever to have a pineapple and a palm tree.
How big a deal is the night before the wedding?
It's like a big deal. It's like the last night you're single, really.
It's nearly as big a deal as the day of the wedding. You have to look nearly as nice, but it's not in white.
Despite their extravagant cost, the pineapple and the palm tree are not conducive to free movement. But fortunately, the girls have ordered a luxury limousine to transport them to the venue.
How am I going to get in, Mama? How am I going to get into the limousine?
Put your two legs, Shantae.
It's diving outside.
Open the door to that, quick.
Yeah, come in.
I can't get in. So many
Oh, you can't get in?
I can't get in there. How do you mean?
What?
How did the Lord get in?
Go down that road.
The rain is getting hard. It's just tried.
Twist your body.
I can't. My massive.
It won't push you. Twist your body.
Dolores actually said to me, listen, she said, I'm really worried about going to the party. I said, why is that? She went, because someone might turn up in the same outfit. I said, well, I think you're quite safe on that part.
Thelma Medine is the dressmaker of choice for the UK's most secretive community.
If you just pin it through on each thing, to the line and out so it stays.
And she is one of the few outsiders trusted by the notoriously insular traveller community.
I think what everybody knows about travellers now is that they tend to marry their own. And sometimes if travellers do marry out of their culture, then they can be ostracised. Not always, but sometimes it is taboo. And we met a young girl, Sam, and she was marrying an English traveller called Pat. And she was a feisty little thing. And, they're not backwards and coming forward travellers. They'll say what they want to say. But, she stuck up for herself. It didn't matter that she was just here on her own. She'd stand up for it. So, they met their matching with her, I think.
What do you think of non-travellers?
They've got no respect for whoever's around them, or nothing.
Kiss my ass, Alicia. Kiss my ass. I'm just shameful and come out with anything.
Yeah, but look how long you've been in the family. You know what to say and what not to say.
Shh, now, you're making me upset talking about my culture, and it's not nice.
I think back now to the first day I met Sam when she walked into our old factory, and that she actually looked more like a traveller than what a traveller looks. And I was quite shocked that she wasn't a traveller. And especially when she started talking about the dress, what she wanted. She said, I just wanted to ask you something. I said, what's that? She said, could you make the dress light up? She made, the impact what she wanted. It was like as if, do you know what? I'm not a traveller, but I've arrived, I'm here, and put up with me. amazing, absolutely stunning.
I'm proper sweating.
In an attempt to fit in, she's already adopting traveller customs by dressing her little sister as a mini bride.
What's happened to you?
I fell off the side
You've got a
of the
really
couch.
And how much do you reckon it weighs, Sam?
It's like having my dad on my back.
Oh! How much does he weigh?
14 stone.
I reckon it's about 14, 15 stone, because Pauline couldn't get that off the door then, could you? She could lift this bit, never mind all your underneath bit.
I think it's between that and 20.
Yeah. And you lift it up, each one.
20 stone dress.
How are you doing, Mum of the bride?
Nervous. Very.
News of Sam's giant pink dress has spread through the neighbourhood, and she's brought the traffic to a standstill.
I feel like a celebrity.
But for now, the lights and robotic butterflies remain switched off, a secret until the first dance.
Are you alright there, Sam?
Can't breathe.
You're all right,
I'm claustrophobic as well.
Hang on.
You know your way to the church? Oh.
Take this ring, Father.
Festivities continue at the local social club, where it's gypsies on one side of the dance floor and non-travellers on the other. But what neither side knows is that they're about to witness Sam's pièce de résistance, to be unveiled by Thelma.
Now it's our turn to go and switch all the lights on the dress, and hopefully they all work. We have come prepared. We've actually, brought a fire extinguisher with us just in case there's any problems. Safety first. So we're just making sure, because she's got a lot of lights on that dress.
Okay, guys, put down the applause,
I feel like I am literally the luckiest man in the world, honestly. I couldn't ask for a better wife than her. She is everything I've ever dreamed of. All my little prayers have been answered.
And all mine have.
The best.
I've got the best husband in the world.
When I first started working in the market and I got my first few customers and they were travellers, every single person in the market warned me about working with travellers. I don't like to judge people, I like to take them as I find them, but you're always going to get the ones that actually take the Michael and they think they can get one over on you. Ta-da! And when Priscilla and her mum came to me, I just had this feeling that things weren't right, they were going to try and pull something.
Due to travel to Northern Ireland to dress bride-to-be Priscilla, Thelma and Pauline have been hearing rumours that her mother Mary has lied to them about the wedding date.
Just had a phone call and there's no wedding on the 30th.
Really?
No.
That's the third phone call we've had then? And there's definitely a reliable source, yeah?
A reliable source.
The dressmakers decide to investigate.
It's just, I'm a bit stuck, you see. I've actually got a bride's dress to bring over to a wedding.
Pauline eventually gets hold of the one person who will definitely tell them the truth.
Phil, I've just spoke to the priest and it's definitely not the 30th.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Do you know you don't know what date it is?
No. No.
God, I'm so angry. I'm gonna have to phone her. I was right. I knew it wasn't on that day. I knew it wasn't.
Dressmaker Thelma has worked for years gaining the trust of the travelling community.
I feel like, you've shit on me, basically. Pauline said, yeah, we're booking the tickets now to come over. Why didn't you tell us then? You're afraid of what? I'm afraid now because I've lost out. All that money I've paid for tickets and hotels. Also, you've took the underskirts, Mary, and you knew that that wedding wasn't till then. All these girls have worked their bollocks off here to get it done for you for that day, and all I can say is you've lied to me right the way along the line, so how can I trust you? Do you know what I mean? Hey, don't be turning this round on me. Please believe me, I am not going to lose out on this. Now, I've worked with travellers too long, and I am not going to lose out on this. Are you upset? No. God. What Priscilla's mum was trying to do was blame the old age thing, what they say, the venue cancelled on them. So she's trying to say it wasn't her fault, the venue cancelled and she had to move it. And, you know, to use that is bad because that happens quite a lot with travellers, and it is sad when you see that happen. We done a wedding for a young girl, Sammy Jo, and what happened with her, she came in and she had 3 venues cancelled on her already. And then I think it was 3 days before the wedding, and Mum come in floods of tears that the venue had cancelled on her.
I got butterflies on my cake and in the bouquets, flies everywhere, on my chairs and everything. My 3D one looks real. I got my Swarovski crystals all around.
The dress is exactly what Sammy Jo dreamed of, but there is a problem. Their reception venue has pulled out just before the big day, having been tipped off that it's a Gypsy wedding.
3 days before a wedding, they say, we don't want your wedding here. Just as easy as that. I said, you've got to be kidding me. Well, what do I tell her? Yeah. All her dreams on a big day and everything's just, it can't happen. And she thought I was joking. She thought I was joking. No, she thought I was joking. At first I thought, yeah, she was serious. Then I broke down.
Yeah.
Then she started crying, and I was crying. We was all crying. I mean, you see pictures like years ago with like the coloured people.
Yeah.
Because they used to only be used for slaves, and it's a shame, and I feel like crying. And you watch them, yeah, but it's weird, it's happening to us now.
If it was a black person or a Muslim or a gay or
exactly.
Like that.
It'd be in the newspaper, wouldn't it?
Definitely.
Something like that, didn't you?
Elsie now has to find a new venue at short notice, but Thelma's big challenge remains the dress.
With, you know, every girl who comes to us wants something different. She wants something unusual. You'll get, you know, the ones who want the butterflies, the lights, all different things. And then you get, like, Sammy Jo. She wanted a slim-fitting dress, which, you know, for a traveller is really unusual. And then she hisses with, she wanted, like, a 25-foot trail on the dress, made out of tulle, which is, any dressmaker will tell you, is totally, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I've got this top bit. Just straighten the bottom bit off now. You got it?
Determined to stand out from other brides, Sammy Jo has chosen to have a fitted dress with a 20-foot train.
Can't walk on, yeah. Pull that bit.
Eli, Sammy Jo, I now ask you if you freely undertake the obligations of marriage and to state there is no legal impediment to your marriage. Are you ready freely and without reservation to give yourselves to each other in marriage?
I am.
I am.
Love that no flood can quench, no torrent drown. And this is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God.
The sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father.
In the name of the Father.
And of the Son.
And of the Son.
And of the Holy Spirit.
And of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Amen.
Would you like to kiss your wife? A round of applause to welcome them into the married state, I think, my dear people.
Even with an unexpectedly large turnout, the reception has gone without a hitch.
I didn't think we'd get this far, as we haven't been. I thought we'd been kicked out by now. But No, the people's nice. I think the people knows they're travellers. And I think that they're happy about us. I think that they know that we're all civilised. We're all nice people, we're not animals.
Is it the classy wedding you were after?
Yeah. See how nice, isn't it?
In the travelling community, when they get married, and this is why it's so important, this wedding day, when they get married, it's for life. And it's very unusual, you know, to hear about divorce. But we've done a wedding for a young girl, Bridget, and her mum brought her 5 children up, 4 of whom are disabled, on her own. She got divorced from her husband, I think it was about 20 years ago or something like that, which was totally unheard of then. But she made a stand and she took them kids and she had to get off in the middle of the night. What an amazing woman she is. She's brought them kids, and they're lovely kids, every single one of them.
I'm kind of mad. She makes it beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful. Everyone's crying now.
And she was determined that young Bridget was going to have the day of her dreams, the wedding day that she'd always dreamed about.
At a traveller wedding, the bride's father always leads his daughter in the first dance.
Come on, everybody, give him a great big round of applause.
But for Bridget and Bridget, it's a chance to say their final goodbyes.
Looking at her now, she's happy. And she has a lovely husband. So I hope the two of them do be happy. And I'll always be near her and she'll always be near me. Because we are very close, me and Bridget.
With the first dance over, the guests take control of the dance floor. And it's not long before the grabbing begins.
The grabbing thing probably caused the most controversy. You know, people were saying it was barbaric, it was, you know, it was everything like that. But when you're actually there, it's nowhere near as bad as what people think it is. Usually the girls who are getting grabbed want to be grabbed. You know, it's someone they've liked for a long time. Because, you know, basically they're there to actually find a husband. When this grabbing's happening, there's usually a brother there and a cousin there and an uncle there, so no, nothing's going to happen, nothing sinister's going to happen. They'll get a kiss and that's it.
To create her fairy tale dresses, hundreds of hours of work go into every one of Thelma's famous creations.
Oh, the best one's one in the centre there.
And although every garment is a unique challenge, there is one wedding that Thelma believes stands out as her greatest achievement.
There was one wedding that I did, and it was for a young girl called Mary, who was getting married, and we didn't just have to make the dress, I had to organise the whole wedding. And it was probably the biggest nightmare of my life. We had to do everything within 3 weeks. And she wanted a wedding that probably rivaled the royal wedding, and she wanted it to be bigger and better than what Kate and Williams was going to be. She wanted the biggest cake anyone has ever had. She wanted it to be a carriage with all these layers, and she wanted things at the wedding that no other traveller had had before. She wanted acts at the wedding.
I think if you went to a gypsy's wedding, they'd show you a bit how to do it.
Well, maybe.
You shoved off the dance floor.
All right. Yes.
I had to find the venue, and this is when I found out how the travellers get turned away. We phoned absolutely loads of venues and they'd all phone us back within half an hour and go, I'm really sorry, we're booked. Where half an hour earlier, they weren't booked. And then I found an animal sanctuary. So I decided, well, really, that's the only one we could have because there was nothing else available. It was that or nothing. You've got to use your imagination.
I'm going to read it for
no, you're not.
what I'm looking at.
See that there? That's not there. They have like a big awning there. So it's just like a big entrance thing what they put up.
Ready or not?
What? No, come and have a look. It's lovely. Come and see. $51 hotels we found. Do you know what I mean? At least you know they're not going to cancel the day before. Yeah. I thought I couldn't put up with the stress of that. People cancelling on you. This is idyllic, really. When that's all done out there and all that work's gone, and you're not going to have all them cars there either.
You know
it's only
that
for the
green
wedding.
panel on the front of it as well, can like that be covered up?
I'm sure we can find something, like a prop or something like that. It'll look lovely when it's done.
Get back up then, let's talk about decorating this place, because we've got some serious work to do. I want pink lights mixed with these ones, with drapes hanging off it and the lights wrapped around the drapes.
Yeah. Where do you want to have your cake, Mary?
Over here along this table. I forgot about those sculptures.
Yeah.
I want one either side of my cake. Yeah, she wants big ones, like a love heart with their initials inside of it. Lit all up.
I can ask.
I want fireworks for the confetti.
Yeah.
I want the stage covered. Yeah, it's not allowed to be green.
Cover it.
Covered. I've got to go.
Oh, all right, babe.
Bye. Thanks for everything.
Just happy it's sorted, are you?
Yeah, God, thank you. Thank you very much.
Just like every other traveller, they are demanding because they expect so much of the day. They want it to be perfect. Travellers do only do it once. It's got to be special.
If this gets pulled off, she'll be every travelling girl's wedding planner. After me, I don't think she'll never want to do another traveller again.
Every time I'd speak to Mary, she had higher and higher expectations. She wanted the best dress ever. She wanted the dress with the most crystals on ever. She wanted the trail to be as long as the aisle in the church so that people in the gallery could see it. It actually took Pauline 3.5 days to put the diamonds on the trail. I shouldn't swear, but that dress caused havoc. It really caused havoc amongst every one of my staff. And he lost half of them.
We stopped now, and now we're stuck. We've got no teacher.
So it was just pure pressure. But when it come to the wedding day, she looked absolutely amazing. And I would say it's definitely the best wedding I've ever been to.
I can't walk on it. Thelma, I don't want to be shown to the whole world.
No one's going to see it. Come here.
Put it over there. I'm gonna die, I can't breathe.
Thelma, get in the car!
Very beautiful, actually. It's a shame she couldn't get down the aisle with quite as much dignity as I would have liked, but a bit too large, the dress.
It's time to find out if the animal shelter has been transformed into a reception fit for a princess.
I just want to see her face. I want to see her reaction.
Oh, look, Margaret, will you come and try to help her? No? No, you just all keep standing there.
It's just fantastic, isn't it? Oh my God! Shock, just pure shock she was. I didn't think she expected it like that. She just keeps saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Can I just give you a hug?
Oh, it's very good. It's the best wedding I've ever seen. No, seriously, no, sorry. No, it really is the nicest wedding I've ever seen.
beat this wedding than the royal wedding. Yeah, me too.
Why? Why?
Because it's the best wedding going. At the royal wedding, there'll only be cucumber sandwiches and they're drinking tea. That's all they'll be doing. Has it got a theme? 1, 2, 3, bitches. You're gonna die, Billy.
Since that went out on the television, everyone's seeing it, and I got phone calls all the time. I want you to plan my wedding. And I didn't even speak to them. I'd just go, no. I would never, ever, 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 ever do it again, ever. Another thing that we're known for as well, apart from wedding dresses, is communion dresses. In a traveller kid's life, as soon as they're born, you'll hear the mum saying, I can't wait for her to make a communion. It's like they just can't wait for the 3 milestones in this kid's life, you know, the born, the communion and the wedding. They just look forward to them days. And these communions can be as extravagant as the wedding, in fact, sometimes more.
Will you wait, Chloe, for God's sake? Move the umbrella.
It's all Coco Chanel and it's all feathers. It's all diamonds and it's actually beautiful.
What does that mean down there?
That means Coco Chanel and
one that stands out in my mind as a communion, probably because of the colour as well, is a little girl called Margarita, and she wanted to be the girl, like the girl who got married in Coming to America, the Eddie Murphy film, and her brother was going to be the prince out of Coming to America as well. And she was so excited, really, really, really excited. Close your eyes, come on, I'll hold your hand so you don't fall. Ready? Go. Go on, you can see now. What do you think? Do you love it? Do you love it, yeah? Isn't it gorgeous? Are you going to cry, babe? Oh.
Mum Marie, 7-year-old Margarita and her brother John Boy have made a 300-mile round trip from their site in Gloucester.
Is that what you thought it'd be?
I thought it's nicer than I thought.
It's nicer than you thought. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Hey? I think when your daddy sees this, he'd start crying. What do you think? Hey, his little princess. You want to try it on?
Yeah. It's a nice dress.
It's a lovely dress.
Well, it's not nicer than my suit. Princess. John, why you never call me a princess? Why you call me one now? Oh. So you like a princess. But you always call me a rat.
The weight of the dress on that kid, it must have been horrendous. But what we've noticed over the years, if you put something on our kids where it's a bit tight or it's a bit heavy or they cry, they moan, get it off, that hurts me. You never hear a traveller kid complain. From as early age as Margarita was, they know they want to look good. And that's where it starts. They get the attention on the communion day, and from there they say, I like this attention, and then it carries on.
Decorated with over 5,000 crystals, Margarita's dress weighs twice her own body weight.
Yeah, like this.
The children make their own way to church, complete with a bottle of fake champagne.
Christ.
When Margarita made her Holy Communion, she was making it with her class, you know, with her school. And if you think of Margarita going in a big, like, Eddie Murphy style pink dress, which was enormous. She was a tiny, tiny little thing. But some of the looks from, you know, the other classmates and the parents, it was like, what's this? But it didn't turn a hair on Margarita's head. She was enjoying the attention.
I must say it was quite a surprise. But we've had a traveller's wedding here about a year ago or so, and the bride had a great big dress then. So I'm getting used to it, and it doesn't faze me at all.
To him, with him, in the unity of the Holy Spirit.
Not many travellers finish school, and when we got approached by a traveller girl to do a prom dress, I really wanted to do it. Casa was very, shall I say, flamboyant in the way she was. She liked to be noticed. She wanted a prom dress, big one, but she wanted it to be Barbie, and she wanted it to be pink.
I would never be able to fit out my house or my caravan door. No, don't fall over it. Wash against the wall. Right, watch the puddle.
You look amazing, Papa.
A horse and carriage complete Cassa's dream of a fairy tale prom night. But getting on board will be no easy task.
No, wait. How am I meant to get up? I can't eat. I can't. No. With it. That's how I can't move.
For scrap dealer mum Sharon, it's a proud day.
She always looks stunning, but tonight she's got that little bit of extra sparkle. Finish school, whatever she does now, that's up to her. She'll go on, she'll be successful, she's successful now.
School was really hard because I didn't want to go and I got forced to go all the time by the teachers, and they kept going on, and I hardly ever went, but the times I did went have been well worth it because I've got this big dress, horse and carriage, prom, and I've met Jed, my best friend, and I've met really good friends, and I'm going to have a really good night tonight, and this is definitely worth going to school for.
Because I walk. Walk.
Hey, something's just ripped. Not ripping, I've got it.
She's got it, man.
There you go.
Didn't expect the size of her dress, but it's massive. I reckon it's a bit too big,
It's like a bouncy castle on her legs.
Much bigger than that.
For over 15 years, Thelma has been creating spectacular wedding dresses for travellers the length and breadth of the country.
It's looking good. Trail's taken a while, though. I think Pauline's been slacking over there.
But by far the most outrageous requests come from a small town in Ireland called Rathkeil.
I've been working with travellers now for a long time, probably longer than I care to remember. But when you talk about travellers, there's nothing that can shock me about them, anything at all, the weddings. But when we talk about a certain little village in Ireland, then that's a whole new level. You've got young kids driving around in Porsches, Mercedes. You know, these are You know, the elite of travellers. These are the millionaires of travellers. These are the ones who've made the money.
We're living to the best, driving Porsches, Ferraris, Rack Hills like Beverly Hills. I'm telling you.
Rack Hill is like another version of Hollywood at Christmas.
They're the only travellers I know that have a night before party, which is probably more important, or if not as important as the day itself. And the first time I got invited to a wedding to go and dress the bride in Rathkeale was a young girl called Lavinia. We dressed her, we went to the church, and I was looking at everybody's face there thinking, this poor girl is going to get stood up on national television. It's so embarrassing for her.
I'm walking in. You can be in there or not at present. You can go in the side door. Come on.
How are you feeling, Lavinia?
Nervous. Freezing. In pain.
And I just said, why is the groom not? He said, oh, no. It's a tradition what we have. She said, the groomsmen keep the groom in the pub for as long as they possibly can.
After nearly an hour, the groom and his entourage arrive from the pub.
Why this way here? Go the back way. Go that way, the back way. Put her there! The back way or the front way? Go that way, that way. Come on!
What's the crack?
Flat out, buddy.
We're 100%. Copper boy.
That's it.
They speak different, they dress different, and their expectations are higher than other travellers as well. Because if you imagine you've got at least 12 weddings over that period, then they've got to make their wedding stand out and be the one to be noticed. We did do outfits for a young girl called Dolores, and when she come for her wedding dress, she said she wanted it to be a cat.
And you've kept it as a secret, have you?
Nobody knows, no one.
No one.
And I asked her, I said, you know, oh, is it because you love cats? And she said, no, I can't stand cats.
One minute, I'm going to fall over the Ken Kings. I can't because the Ken Kings calling at it.
Having negotiated the door, the bride boards one of the largest and most expensive carriages Rathkeale has ever seen.
It's okay.
While the dress's creators battle the elements,
Quick, hurry up, we're going to lose the wedding.
Dolores is transported to the church in full gypsy splendor. The guests have attended a host of weddings during the week, with a new outfit for every occasion.
From your toes to your bows, it has to be sparkling. It has to be diamonds. Diamonds everywhere. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
I want to thank them for making my wedding dress so nice. I want to thank the cake lady and all the Gypsy's wedding.
We think of travellers as being like unconventional, unpredictable and uncontrollable, probably. Usually people have restrictions on what they want or what they can wear or what they want to do. Not them. What she's wore today, it won't be forgotten. You know, everyone will remember that. You know, she's known as Cat Girl now, that's it. I've worked with travellers now for a long time, and it's been it has been my life, you know, for the last 18, 19 years. The things they come up with, I don't know where or how they come up with it. Who's a palm tree, a pineapple? I wouldn't change it for the world. It's been an up and down experience, but an experience that I've loved every step of the way.